lineman last year.
Yeah, he started all 12 games. Purdy to the air, and they work it to the perimeter. And
at 5'11", he wants to hang out with the big boys in there, but some great size and body position receivers for Purdy to throw to.
Yes, Steve Prohm wouldn't mind having that front line. Here's Milton setting up a screen, and he's fine. Programs in their own mold. Louisiana coming off of an 11-win season and some close losses for the Cyclones last year, but always big wins every year. Deep ball, incomplete. Looking for a friends and family crowd, including some family members of Louisiana football players. Basically, if you're on the pass list, you can get in the building. Otherwise, you're out of luck. Purdy, pocket collapsing, and he's able to dump it off. 1,500 to 2,000 observers are in the stadium today. 10th play of the opening drive for Iowa State. Purdy to the edge, and an incomplete as they follow the bottom line today. Virginia and Virginia Tech's game next week has been postponed. Tipped and nearly picked. Brian Brees Hall in a tailback. This will be a QB sneak, and Purdy takes it across that yellow line.
That's that 6'1" quarterback just ducking in, Cole, behind that big offensive line pushing forward. You had to love that when you were O-lining at Auburn, just having that quarterback tuck in right behind you.
I think that's a false statement that you just made.
I made plane models all the time.
Oh, there you go. Here's play action over the middle and incomplete. Bounce Cam Pedescla. 3rd down 4. Hall the tailback. Purdy to the slant.
Horrible loss for the Denver Broncos with Von Miller. That foot injury, that's devastating for that team.
Quick hitter from Purdy out to Brees Hall. Purdy just 5 point. Purdy from Gilbert, Arizona, out of Perry High School. Rewrote the record book at Perry. And he gets rid of it on 2nd and 7. A lob incomplete. He was and turned it on. Last 2/3 of the season, started the final 7, had a breakout game against West Virginia, 132 yards and 3 touchdowns off the bench. Here's Milton, and Milton
corrections that he had to make.
Play action, Purdy over the middle. Great grab, and that goes for a 1st down. That's Chase Allen, the senior from Nixa, Missouri.
Big tight end again, a 6'7" target, so even if there's coverage there, he believes his guy can body off the defender. Coverage isn't bad, but he gets the ball there. Actually, he said, I may be working these guys and running them too much, and it cost him at the end of the year.
2nd and 4, Purdy to roll out on play action, and he will flick that one out of bounds. And it was very... Iowa State 4 of 7 on 3rd down today. Tight end open, that's Allen, and he takes it to the TIS. Northern Iowa and Missouri State, comes from a football family, and he picked up 16.
Nothing fancy, you see him just off the line. Allen just picks a spot and stops. Let's see that last drive, they all got it together. We'll see if they can keep going.
Fake toss to Milton, and Purdy fires low. And in
showing a lot of work in the offseason that they weren't able to get this year.
On 3rd and 10, Purdy pressured, steps away from both of them, and he's able to pick up a 1st down and then tacks on a couple more. Cole Kublik, you talk a legal jersey number. Desclo wasted no time grabbing that digit.
That's movement. It's going to be 2nd and 18.
And a throwdown well after the whistle. Chauncey Maddock. Now, here was an issue that has been raised already through a week of college football, is the inability to hear these electronic whistles on the field.
False start, so 2nd and 18.
Prior to the snap, false start, number 75, offense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
And Cole, I'm wondering, the refs, we had heard we're going to have those electronic whistles, as you see the left tackle moving early, on their belts. But then it seemed like last week some of them were like, okay, we can't get to it quick enough. so they were starting to hold them in their hands. Can you tell out there, do they have them in their hands or on their belt?
I barely heard that whistle that was live in the last play.
It leaves 2nd and 18. Purdy wanted the flat. And what a grab on a leaping catch over Podesplo. It's Xavier Hutchinson, who has a couple of drops today, but that one hauled in for 13.
I talked about the big targets. This is the smallest of the big targets at 6'3". This was almost a ball that never should have been thrown. But I tell you what, Purdy put it in a space where either his guy was going to get it or nobody was going to get it. Knowing his guy is 6'3", that's where you say, okay, there's the advantage. We're going to try and take advantage of it.
Only the 2nd catch on 7 targets for Hutchinson today. 3rd down 5. Blitz coming from the edge. Purdy on the run, incomplete. Fourth and 5. Iowa State converted a 4th down in the first half. Pressure from the middle this time, and incomplete. Fantastic cut.
Still have to run the plays. He's also working on a 330-pounder that's 22% body fat.
Wow.
Say that like it's impressive. The big sauce, Taylor Humphrey over there.
Oh.
Screen blown up.
Thanks.
Pressure coming up the middle. Purdy. Juggling, incomplete, and taken away.
Oh, absolutely taken away.
Cajuns, Ashland Washington just stole it from Xavier Hutchinson.
And by the way, Ashland Washington, I'm going to say he's earned that. He has had some great coverage today, great coverage, and it finally pays off now, staying alive, keeping the ball alive, and just taking it right out of the arms of the receiver. Up in the air, in the arms, it's a fight for it, and Washington wins that fight. There's some these receivers for Iowa State have been well covered. They're bigger, so a lot of times you think they can wall off, but the coverage has been so good.
Purdy forced from the pocket right, and never got rid of the football. Taken down from behind by Farron Gardner. Back-to-back big plays for the senior from Dayton, Ohio.
Sean Foster, the left tackle, just late. I mean, does not get a good step here at all. He starts to slide down. Gardner comes on the outside. He tries to recover. But
A lot of close games last year. They've become a winning program. 3 straight winning seasons for the first time since 1978. And on a crossing route, the Cyclones will turn this into a gain of 9 on 1st down. It's coach at Louisiana. Iowa State football. Brock Purdy gets turned around in the backfield and lobs it incomplete. Farron Gardner.
by far last year, their best scoring quarter was the 4th quarter. 139 points in the 4th quarter, the only quarter they had for the year over 100 points. So this is their quarter. They normally make hay.
See if Purdy can find his rhythm. Been hard to grasp today. Out of the grasp is Hutchinson, who's got a few drops, and he turns it in on 3rd down today. Purdy.
Oh,
Diving catch made.
no, he dropped
No,
it.
incomplete. Chase Allen couldn't squeeze it. Braylon Trahan had the coverage.
I think that one again, that one, Purdy, now he had his hands on it. They say if you have your hands on it, you got to come down with it, but a little wide. I think it's just the youth having a little bit of fun.
That's the only top 25 win in school history. Jake Delhome's wide receiver Brandon Stokely had a pretty good NFL career.
The offense, in all honesty, for Louisiana has never really gotten in sync, but the defense really been playing well against what is a high-powered record-setting offense for Iowa State last year.
And there's your proof. More return yards and total offensive yards. Purdy up into a zone here, and they work it out to Breece Hall.
Into the game.
Purdy has time to dial one deep. Got a man open, overthrew him. Trying to find.
They have time. Don't try and make every play a big play. They had a chance there with an open receiver, but still methodically they have time to move down the field.
Purdy off of his back leg lobs it up, incomplete.
This at 18-wheeler, it's great job.
Big third down for Iowa State and Brock Purdy, down 10 at home. Purdy over the middle and broken up at the last second. Cole, what'd you learn about?
Weirdest thing in the world, seeing him paint the ACC logo at Notre Dame Stadium. Really wild.
That was weird, wasn't it? It was Brock Purdy taking off and scrambling out of bounds at first.
Well, we'll come off the field at Notre Dame, and they will be independent again.
Duke has an early 3-0 lead on number 10 Notre Dame. Second down 4. Purdy flushed again. And Purdy tries to tiptoe his way to a first down. Fantastic footwork to even make it close, and it is a first.
Absolutely locked him up. That's where Purdy wanted to go. Luckily, he was able to make a first down out of it.
Deep ball, sideline shot, diving catch, first down. They say incomplete.
Yeah, that hit the ground. Definitely hit the ground. Boy, he laid out for it. That would have been one. That would have been a top 10 on SportsCenter, no doubt about it. But you'll see he gets his hands on it, and then I believe it's going to come through and hit the ground. Only got one hand on it, hit the ground, and then he scooped it. And and then it looks like he rolled and it hit the ground again. I think that's a.
Purdy facing pressure again. Oh my goodness, right through the hands of Percy Butler. He was trying to find. Purdy. Wow. Incomplete.